Johnny, is all the attention and criticism that you've gotten, do you think it's justified, or do you think it's been unfair?
I wouldn't say fair or unfair. I'd say at times it's blown a little bit out of proportion. At the end of the day, hope people still see that I'm still a 20-year-old kid in college. I'm a freshman. I was a freshman, going to be a sophomore in college. I'm just trying to enjoy my life. Hopefully, that doesn't upset too many people. I mean, I'm continuing to learn as the days and the weeks go on. I've made my mistakes, obviously. Continue to learn from them and not make the same one twice. But for the most part, I feel like at points in time it's been a little blown up, but maybe that's just how things are.
Johnny, what kind of schemes do you expect defenses to throw at you in year two?
Probably a little different, just mixing it up from last year. Maybe bringing some more blitzes, something like that. But haven't really thought too much about it.
What do you think the misperception is about you? What do you think the misperception is about you?
I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe with all the offseason stuff and meeting all the people I did and doing all the things I did, just trying to have fun. And we worked so hard last year. I think we deserve to have a little bit of fun. All of us this offseason. Some people did it in different ways, shape, or form. Maybe it was putting on social media, whatever it may be. Maybe that all factored in.
Why did you leave the banding camp early?
Was I advised that?
Did you realize that?
I never realized the magnitude of it. People told me, I'd heard it time and time again, but it's one of those things that you don't really understand until you go through it, until you deal with it. I mean, my situation was so different because nobody had 3 years of eligibility left. Nobody had to come back to school. I guess Tebow had been there 2 years. So I guess he had to come back to school, but it was just a little different for me. First freshman, have a lot of time here left at A&M. So maybe that all factored in. None of us, not Coach Sumlin, not A&M, not anybody in the country knew what we were really prepared for.
Johnny, talk about the departure of Coach Kingsbury, how it affects you, and also can you comment on Cam Clear?
Coach Kingsbury, one of my best friends, still to this day. I talk to him either every day or every couple days, still keep in touch. He's such a big part of this past year, such a big part of my life, something that I really look up to and something I really care about. So mixed emotions for me when he left. I was sad, kind of being selfish wanting him to stay, but at the end of the day, it's kind of his dream job, going back to his alma mater, being able to be at such a young age and coach that team. He's going to do great things. He'll have a lot of success in the Big 12.
Johnny, we had mentioned that you left him because of dehydration and you were not football ready. Could you comment on that?
I wasn't football ready. I was tired. I was exhausted. Had nothing to do with activities the night before. Had nothing to do with anything involved with the Manning camp. Just a really busy schedule for the month of June and the month of July. Probably bit off a little more than I could chew in that regard.
Were you asked to leave?
I was not asked to leave. It was a mutual decision. It was mutual. It was kind of I wanted to be there, but at the end of the day, I was pretty tired and wanted to get back to College Station and just relax. Hadn't been in College Station probably a week with being at camps, and we had the week off the week before. So just ready to be back around my teammates, ready to be in College Station and be around my family too. That was a big part of it.
Can you address speculation that you were out?
We had social events. We had social events every night with the Marines. It was a good chance to not be on the field and not be in that setting. It was a good chance to get off the field, hang with the Mannings, good chance to pick their brain. But the speculations of me being too hungover or whatever it was to show up to meetings the next day, and that's the reason I missed, were absolutely incorrect.
Do you understand the interest in that, not just the media, but the NFL and everybody else?
Absolutely. I completely understand that, and that's why I'm here today to tell you that that was absolutely not the case.
Johnny, were you staying on Twitter? I know you shut it down this spring, came back on, you hadn't been on in a while. How has that experience been, and what are your long-range plans for staying on Twitter?
I guess I just haven't said anything lately because I guess I just really haven't had anything interesting to say. I mean, it's just Twitter is what it is. Learned a lot from it. Probably hindered myself a little bit at times, but Twitter is Twitter. At the end of the day, you get a lot of news from it. You interact with people on it, but it's not something that consumes my life at all.
As a 20-year-old kid, what lessons have you learned through your mistakes?
I mean, just a lot. I knew the spotlight was bright. I knew all my actions were being watched, and then lately it's just been magnified. I'm okay with that. I mean, it is what it is. You have to continue to adapt in your life, and I'm continuing to learn.
Johnny, with what's going on with you off the field, is that going to affect how you play on the field?
Absolutely not. Football is football. my teammates know where my heart's at, where my head's at. My coaches do, my family does, and that's what really matters to me. All that's going to factor into how the football season's going to go and how everything's going to go in my regard to that. So I'm just ready to stop. There's no more talk after this. There's no more of that. It's just let's play football and let's let our play do the talking for us like we did last year.
Johnny, if you don't duplicate your season, people are going to think, he's messing around too much in the offseason. You don't do what you did last year.
Absolutely. I'm fine with that. My off season, all this stuff that's gone on, will have no effect on me coming into the season. Last year, still going to games, still having a lot of fun, and it didn't really factor in. People didn't care. Now people care, and it's a little different. So.
But if you don't repeat what you did last year, people are going to say
of course they are. They can say that all they want. I'm fine with that. There's plenty of things that factor into a season that go on behind the scenes, stuff that goes on, why games turn out which way, stuff like that. So I guarantee you, when August comes, when it's time to get ready to go and it's football time, I will be absolutely 115% prepared to go.
Have you sought out any advice or help from anybody in terms of just dealing with this?
I have, and this was prior. It's been a while. I came to coach someone in the spring, was struggling with some things, whether it was my family, with dealing with all of this, with just having a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on me, and I asked A&M for some help, kind of got a chance. This is where mine and Coach Summer's relationship really took off, and he has an open door policy for me, so anything I ever need with him, I can always go in and talk to him. Just enjoy doing that. I can vent to him about anything. They brought somebody in to just try and help. Had a checklist of things that were really causing stress in my life, and tried to work them out one by one and how we solve these problems, and it was good. It helped a lot.
Johnny, have you talked to Tebow at all?
Sparingly. I mean, I know I got a phone call from him the other night when we were at Oregon. Something happened. He called from a different number. Some miscommunication there. But I haven't talked to him personally. I mean, I saw some stuff on Twitter. I've been asked questions about him, but I haven't got a chance to interact and talk to him on the phone. Got a voicemail or whatever it was from him, but really would like to get a chance to. Tebow's a guy that I really look up to. He's an SEC legend, something that I can only hope I can reach the level and do the things that he did at Florida.
How stressful has it been?
Just calling, hey, this is Tim, just calling to check in, just get a chance to talk. It wasn't really much more than that, just a normal conversation.
Johnny, how stressful has it been for you?
Marked man by the opposing defense.
Excuse me?
How do you set the challenge of being a marked man by the opposing defenses every game?
It's fun. I think last season, 7-8 games in, somebody had to figure out that our team, what we were doing was pretty impressive. So if they didn't take note of it 8 games into the season last year, something must have been wrong. So I don't really think it's all that new. Obviously, what we did at the end of the season, having an 11-2 record, Cotton Bowl champs, and just doing what we did in the SEC, people are probably going to be gunning for us, and I'm okay with that. It's fine. It's how things go, but we'll be just as prepared, I guarantee that.
Are you ready for Saban? How stressful has it been for you?
It's just been different. It's been different going from last August, last July to now. It's been such a whirlwind, and it's happened so quick. It's all happened so fast. And the Heisman, I feel like it was just yesterday, and everything's happened so fast, and we're already up to another season, which can't wait. I love the season. I love football season. There's not a greater time than that, but it has caused a lot of stress. It's been frustrated. It's just continuing to learn, continuing to grow up, and be in the spotlight. It's different than most people.
What's the biggest thing you've been working on the football field this offseason?
Me and Coach Whitfield, me and Coach Spav have kind of gone through and just talked about plays and the playbook and stuff like that. And then me and Coach Whitfield have really worked and detailed and went out to California to try and get me out of my comfort zone, get on the beach and slide around when you're taking your drop, stuff that's not normal, work in the waves where you have resistance, put a blindfold on and still try and make throws. So me and Coach Whitfield really kind of made a list of what we wanted to do and areas where we feel we needed to work to try and perfect this thing.
Are you ready for Saban? Already preparing for you?
I'm preparing for Rice. I know that first and foremost, but I know Alabama and September 14th with Coach Saban and AJ and all those guys. It's a big game. It's a big game. There's a lot of hype around it, but we have 2 more before that. But we really are looking forward to the opportunity of playing Alabama again early in the season at home.
How would you evaluate yourself as a pocket passer?
Getting better. I'm developing and learning, and after one season, I feel like where I was game 1 to the game versus Oklahoma is light years. Looking back at it, so it takes time. The more experience you get, the more game reps you get, the more settings like that, I think the better you become.
Do you think your responsibilities change when you win a Heisman, your responsibilities change?
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, I won a Heisman. I put on a little bit of a higher pedestal. But at the end of the day, I'm not going for a Miss America pageant. I'm playing football. I'm a 20-year-old kid in college. So take that for what it's worth. But I'm enjoying my life, continuing to live life to the fullest. Hopefully that doesn't upset too many people.
Is there any single